It's 8 p.m. You've worked hard all day. You hit your deadlines, manage your responsibilities, and finally, you're home. But instead of feeling this sense of accomplishment, you find yourself staring blankly at a food delivery app for, 20 minutes? Utterly paralyzed by the simple choice between a pizza or a salad. Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're going to look closely at a heavy, silent reality that millions of us face every single night. We're going to deconstruct the architecture of your evening exhaustion, and in doing so, we're going to dismantle that quiet guilt you carry around about it.
Here's the path we'll be taking today. We'll start with the evening trap, move into the willpower battery, and then look at the parole board study. From there, we'll cover the two mental traps, the automation protocol, and finally, respecting bandwidth.
Part 1. The evening trap, and exactly why our discipline fades.
We've all been in that frustrating scenario, haven't we? The sun goes down, and suddenly, the disciplined, focused person who navigated complex work problems at 10 a.m., they just completely disappear. So we really have to ask ourselves this difficult question. Why? Why does our discipline just vanish at night? You want to eat well, you want to read, you want to connect with your family, but instead, you snap at your partner and mindlessly eat junk food.
I want to let this truth really sink in for a moment. It is not a character flaw. It's a biological limit. Your evening behavior, the lack of control, the impulsivity, it's really not a personal failure. It is a profound, entirely predictable biological phenomenon known as decision fatigue. It's time to let go of the guilt. You aren't weak. You're just depleted.
Section 2, the willpower battery and the science of ego depletion. Deep within your mind is the prefrontal cortex. Think of it as the CEO of your brain. It's responsible for logical thinking and impulse control. But back in the late 1990s, a psychologist named Roy Baumeister discovered something truly revolutionary about this CEO. He called it ego depletion. See, willpower isn't just a muscle you can simply force to work. It's a finite resource, kind of like water in a well. It can be entirely drained, and when that CEO goes home for the night, your primal impulsive brain just takes over.
2,000. That's roughly the number of trivial, micro decisions you're making before the day is even halfway over. Should I hit snooze? What shirt am I going to wear? Should I use a friendly tone or a formal tone in this email? Every single one of those choices draws from that exact same finite well of mental energy. So by the time you reach your 2,000th decision, your brain's battery is simply empty.
Section 3, the parole board study and what happens when that battery dies. There's this incredibly famous study on decision fatigue that analyzed over 1,100 parole board decisions in Israel. We're talking about highly trained judges making literal life or death determinations. But look at the terrifying reality of their dying batteries. Prisoners who appeared early in the morning, they had a 65% chance at being granted parole. But the ones appearing late in the afternoon, their chances plummeted to nearly zero. Justice wasn't blind in this case. Justice was exhausted.
So, why exactly did this happen? Well, it's because a tired brain desperately seeks the path of least resistance. Denying parole keeps the prisoner behind bars. It changes absolutely nothing. It's the safe, default choice that requires zero mental calculation. Now, think about this. If highly trained legal minds succumb to this biological limit, causing them to alter the course of human lives, what do you think this same fatigue is doing to your diet, your shopping habits, and your family relationships after a grinding 9-to-5 day? Which brings us to Section 4, the two mental traps, impulsivity versus avoidance.
When your executive function shuts down, your drained battery basically forces you into a corner, and this manifests in two distinct, destructive ways. Trap number 1 is reckless impulsivity. This is exactly why candy bars are placed right at the checkout aisle. Your no muscle is simply too tired to resist a quick hit of dopamine. Then there's trap number 2, decision avoidance. When you're faced with a major life choice, you just feel completely paralyzed. Your brain lacks the fuel to process the variables, leading you to do nothing at all, which tragically is often the worst possible choice you could make.
Section 5, the automation protocol. 3 steps to save your energy.
Now, you can't permanently expand your biological limits, but you can intelligently manage them. High performers don't possess some sort of magical willpower, they possess systems.
The automation protocol consists of 3 distinct steps designed to mercilessly protect your brain's daily quota, saving it for the choices that actually move the needle in your life. Step 1, eliminate the trivial. Step 2, the morning rule. And step 3, pre-decide.
Let's look at step 1, eliminate the trivial. Consider someone like Steve Jobs. He famously wore the exact same black turtleneck every single day. Why? To conserve his mental energy for revolutionizing technology, rather than figuring out his wardrobe. You can do the same thing. You can wear a daily uniform. You can automate your meal prep. You can set a fixed, non-negotiable workout schedule. The goal here is to just remove the friction of having to choose.
Step 2 is what we call the morning rule. You need to make your biggest, heaviest decisions before 10 o'clock in the morning. If you have to initiate a difficult conversation or maybe map out a complex career move, you must do it while your executive CEO is actually sitting at the desk and your battery is at 100%. Please do not relegate your life's most important work to the exhausted hours of the evening.
And step 3, pre-decide. As the saying goes, decide your dinner at 8 a.m. By mapping out your evening relaxation or your dinner while you still have that morning bandwidth, you're essentially building yourself a safety net. When 6 o'clock hits and you're fundamentally depleted, you no longer have to summon the energy to choose to be healthy. You simply follow the blueprint you drafted when you were strong.
Section 6, respecting your bandwidth and restoring your brain. We live in a society that demands absolutely unrelenting output. But we aren't servers, are we? We're human beings. So it's time to stop blaming your lack of discipline and start respecting your mental bandwidth. The exhaustion you feel at night, it's real. The difficulty of making a good choice after a long day is a biological truth. And once you accept this, that heavy guilt just evaporates, leaving only the clarity to build a better system.
I want to leave you with this final, provocative thought. What is one small decision you can automate tomorrow? Reclaim a fraction of your mental energy. Protect your mind. Thank you for joining me for this explainer. Keep learning, keep reflecting, and I'll see you next time.